5 of the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Here's Murray. He's got the hook out downfield to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Play action. Now it's Murray. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
8 yards to go on second down. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Cook following the penalty. Room here to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers, nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Williams, a man in motion right. Herbert on first down now. And this one is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. They start the drive with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. They're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Bill.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their pocket places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll work this down inside the 30. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game
equal proficiency.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. After one, 7-0 on the A's. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 26. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well defended right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he stopped immediately there. Eckler. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Eckler again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Field goal unit and Brian Johnson out there. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Johnson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, There's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
The object there was to get the ball to him on a quick slant, see if he could get loose and take one the distance. But the defense was prepared, and incompletion results.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Murray. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his 1st one here. Back to the ground, Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Flips this forward on a jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Brought down by Ed Oliver. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert off the play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Herbert now. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Herbert. Dancing to his left. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Herbert. Being chased out left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and sprint the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 41 yards. And the Chargers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense trying to change. It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular.